What's up, guys? Welcome back to the Fragrance Fraternity, the best smelling fraternity in the world. You already know how we do it here. Appreciate you guys being here on another Wednesday edition of some fragrance chat. Hopefully, you guys can see and hear me. Hopefully, you guys are feeling good. Got to thank God for another day to smell and feel good. Hopefully, everybody's feeling and smelling great. Drop your scent of the day if you haven't already. And let me know what's going on in your world of fragrance. Do you have anything that's kind of been on your mind? What have you been wearing? Any new discoveries, perhaps? New pickups? Always fun stuff to talk about. Let me know what's going on in your world, I guess, of fragrance. Today, topic is, I guess, lavender fragrances. It's kind of a note that I've been diving into, trying to find some good lavender scents. It's a note that I really enjoy, and I got a couple good options that I've discovered. Share with you guys. Want to hear your recommendations, but of course, the conversation tends to take twists and turns as it may. So we'll just see where it goes. Today's scent of the day is Polo Deep Blue Parfum. Great price. You can pick this one up. I got this 75 ml. I believe it was around $35 on eBay. And I've heard my buddy Vincent give this one a lot of praise lately. I have got my nose on it before. Kind of was avoiding it because it is a little bit similar to Chrome Eau de Parfum, which I'm a big fan of. But I got this one in, and to me, it's kind of funny as you go along in this fragrance thing. You kind of start to write off some of these maybe more basic fragrances. You don't really think much of them. And although I am kind of like a freshy guy, I do like basic scents. I like blues. I really didn't think too much about this fragrance, but lo and behold, went out to check Ross, as I like to do once a week. And about 30 feet away, a lady chased me down to ask me what I was wearing, and she was absolutely loving it. So it's just kind of funny to me how we sometimes overlook what may be a little bit basic or whatever to us as more seasoned fragrance people, to just the general public. They love this kind of stuff, and it's a really good fragrance. Unfortunately, I'm like been going nose blind a little bit to it, having a hard time a little bit picking it up because I think there's a lot of Embrox in here, but she was smelling me from far away, so maybe I overdid it, but I don't care. I don't mind overspraying if I like a fragrance. I'm kind of just accepted it as part of who I am at this point, unashamed of fragrance. But let me see what's going on with you guys, and appreciate you guys being here on your Wednesday. Let's have a good time here for at least an hour and chop it up. What's up, Joel? Hopefully you're doing well, my guy. Untamed by My Greek Lover. All right. I've seen you've wearing those a couple times, but I've never tried any of those. But I'm sure you're smelling great today, man. You always have a good fragrance on. What's up, Greg? Thanks for being here, Mr. Greg. Much love to you. Always supporting the channel, always saying kind things, and always watching. So I really appreciate you always coming in, Greg. Got church in a bit. All right, man. Hopefully you have a great service and it's meaningful, and hopefully some good weather for you wherever you're at today. Scent of the day, Latafa Amir, clone of Clive Christian Town and Country. Nice, man. I bet it's a good one. I have limited experience with Clive Christian, but from what I know, they're kind of like the top tier, one of the top tier brands from the UK. So I've tried Rock Rose, and I'm a fan of that one. So I definitely want to try more from Clive Christian. They're definitely in that upper echelon of perfumery. So looking to experience more from them. Keep up the good work. I appreciate the vote of confidence, Greg. You're the man. I really appreciate that. What's up, Patrick? My guy, Patrick's Life, repping the Spice Bomb dark leather in the profile picture. You won't see anybody else with that profile picture because my guy's a fan of the Spice Bomb line. Hopefully everybody in the fraternity is doing well. Hope so. Don't know if I can say the whole live. No worries, man. No time needed. Just whatever you can spare and want to hang. It's all just for entertainment anyway. And I know some of us are kind of trying to stay away from fragrance content because the more you consume, the more you want to buy. It's just kind of how it goes with this space. But I appreciate you stopping in. Patrick, one of my only moderators. Thankfully, not too many trolls, so we don't need him. See if Gion shows up and he starts trolling, then we might have to start regulating a little bit. You guys are saying what's up to each other. My guy Vincent, the most jacked man in Fragcom, bench pressing those colognes. Hopefully you're doing well today and feeling good. I missed your live, but I'm glad that you are able to come in and hang out on this live. What's up, Jason? The big boss, Jason S. Big Swole Jason, good evening. Wearing Torino 21, a beautiful green fragrance, a perfect springtime scent. Jason, you have it down today, man. Green, citrusy, bright, ozonic, really uplifting. Great choice, man. I love that one. Thanks to Patrick, by the way, for sending me a sample so I was able to try it. That's how I know about it. So appreciate you guys. You guys are some cool mofos up in here. So I really appreciate the people. And appreciate you guys. Anyway, kind of been on a break from fragrance content. Yeah, man, I don't blame you. We got to take breaks from too much of a good thing, is not a good thing, right? So it's good to take breaks from fragrance content from time to time. I myself have been on a break, as you guys can probably tell. I've been really focused on music, but that's the thing in life. You can try multiple things and do different hobbies, and that's all good, man. As long as you're pursuing the stuff that you want and spending the time on stuff you want. And if it comes to a point where it's like, watching too many fragrance videos, it's taking up too much of my time, I'm like thinking about fragrance way too much. I think we've all been there at some point. Absolutely nothing wrong with taking a break, but I appreciate you stepping in a little bit of time. I'll try not to influence you too hard on this stream, and hopefully it won't make you spend any more money. I don't even track my weekly rotation anymore. Hey man, that's fine. I mean, if you're spending too much of your mental capacity on that and it's not rewarding for you and you feel like it's kind of like more of a burden than enjoyment. I mean, this is all just supposed to be for enjoyment, really. And if it's not that, then got to change it up, man. This is just entertainment at the end of the day, my favorite lavender, MFK masculine pluriel. Absolutely, man. Let's pull that one up because that is definitely one that I want to talk about. Thank you, Joel, for the awesome segue into this. So masculine pluriel is an MFK that really doesn't get as much love as, maybe gentle fluidity silver. I've recently heard some conversation about amorous ohm. I mean, they've got a lot of fragrances. And if you guys caught the collab that I did with Mr. Joel Matrix, you guys would have already seen him demo this particular fragrance. And I ended up finally doing some testing of it. And it is quite nice, really airy. Obviously, the beautiful lavender, really prominent here, really high quality, really has the, some expensive fragrances, they just have this kind of sparkle and effervescence to them. Like they just bloom throughout the room and they almost smell light in a way, but it's really just the quality of the ingredients that give them this light smell, even though they're not that light. It's kind of the only way I can describe it, but yeah, classy, super soapy, clean. This is my kind of fragrance, really just gentlemanly, I like to at least smell like I'm a gentleman, even if I'm not, you guys know I'm kind of like a hood rat, right? So it's not reinventing the wheel, kind of like this guy says, but if you just like smelling clean, if you want, I really love out the shower, you just spray on a clean fragrance. It really boosts your mood and at least puts me in like a good state of mind. And after, I usually go to the gym, I hit the gym. I had a nice leg workout today, so that was good. And then after the gym, you spray on something clean, you're ready to work. You're in a good state of mind. You feel like you're ready to get after it. So I enjoy a good clean fragrance, and that was definitely an excellent recommendation from Jill. I appreciate that. The thing with a lot of embellishment-based blues is you won't smell them on yourself for the majority of the day, but others will clearly smell you. Yeah, that's definitely what was going on. I was nose blind to it. I did spray it a bunch, and I wasn't really picking it up, but I swear she smelled me from the other side of the parking lot, came and chased me down, which it was interesting. So that happened. Polo Gold Blend, Eau de Parfum. Okay, cool. I haven't tried that one. I've been really into the Cologne Intense lately. They've had these popping up at Ross for a good price. And if you guys are into fougere fragrances at all, this is an excellent one because it's a little bit more modernized. It's got that old school feel to it, but it's got the Ambroxan really that modernizes it. And it's got a lot of nice aromatics that, give that fougere feel really beautiful. It's not maybe as barbershop as some others are. I don't really get the barbershop tie-in, maybe a little bit, but really green and kind of in the green Irish tweed style of a fougere, if you know that. But definitely smells like something you could wear as a young man. Or also, if you're in your 60s, you could also pull it off too. It's got a nice wide variety. Definitely professional, definitely something you could wear to work, and something that I think pretty much everybody's gonna love the way that this one smells. Kind of an updated version of the original. Good performance too. And yeah, I can't say enough good things about it. I've really been enjoying Ralph Lauren's work. I've really been kind of thinking about it. And I think as far as designer fragrance houses go, Ralph Lauren, there's a conversation for them being the best, really. I think it's between YSL and Ralph Lauren, in my personal opinion, about the best designer fragrance house. What do you guys think is the best designer fragrance house? Um, Dior, there's a good argument for that. They have a lot of great fragrances. Chanel. What do you guys think? What do you guys think is the best designer fragrance house? I've been really thinking about that. I think Ralph Lauren, there's definitely an argument to be made for them being the best. Let's see who else we got in the building. Mr. All World Fragrance, thanks for stopping by, my guy. Recently had the pleasure of meeting up with him along with several other people. I think it was a week or two ago, and we had a nice fragrance swap. We got to try a bunch of new scents. And speaking of that swap, Mr. Esteban Fernandez, Mr. Aroma, also is part of that, and really cool guy. So I really appreciate you guys. Just more cool people I've been able to meet through this fragrance thing. And really, that's the best part of this fragrance thing is just the other people, sharing this experience, sharing this hobby, sharing the enjoyment of the scents, hooking other people up with some scents, having them show me what they like. It's a good time. It's just a fun activity that we all are way more into than most people out there, right? So good to see you, man. Hopefully you're doing well. I haven't tried that one by Sensual Harmony, but I have tried a couple of the others. I think my favorite is the Rainforest. It's kind of fruity, really good. I have it in my car. I hit myself with a couple sprays because you hooked me up with that travel spray, so I appreciate that, man. It's good stuff. I definitely spray it from time to time. Manhattan Midnight by Niles. I really like the look of that bottle. Let's just look at this for a second. Someone brought that to the meetup. It may have been All World, or it may have been Esteban. I'm not sure who brought this bottle, but it's the City Rhythm, and I don't really have that much experience with City Rhythm. I know some of you guys probably do, who have been around in the game a little bit longer. This kind of group of people seems to have experience with City Rhythm, but this bottle is really beautiful. And this picture doesn't really do it justice, but the liquid is really cool because it was kind of sparkly or something, had like some glitter in there or something. It looked like a potion or something out of like a Harry Potter movie, some kind of like elixir. Yeah, so it was really interesting. And smelled great. It was a blue fragrance from what I remember. I only tried it for a little bit, but I remember really enjoying it. And yeah, solid. I don't know what the price is on these, but this bottle was really beautiful. Maybe something I would want to own at some point. But yeah, I really like that one. So great choice today. Let's see who else we got here today. Mr. Stan is here. Stan, what's up, man? I got the thick Latinas coming in for you here later. Don't worry, they're on their way. Oh yeah, by the way, I forgot. I didn't even put this in the title because I just wanted it to be for the real ones. We're gonna do a giveaway today. I said I was gonna do one last time, and I didn't forget. So I'm gonna do a giveaway here in just a second. I'll get to the bottom, and then we'll do a giveaway. We'll see if we even talk about lavender fragrances or not, but whatever. Anyway, let's see. Jason McGregor, what's up, man? Thanks for being here. Appreciate you stopping in. Dior Sauvage Eau de Toilette, talk about a good lavender. Love Sauvage, man. Don't care how much people say it's overworn or whatever. I rarely smell it, if ever. That's the thing. Like, even like the fragrances that you think are popular, like how often do you really smell another fragrance? Usually, if I smell another fragrance, it's from a woman. And yeah, beautiful scent with Sauvage. Nice, clean smell. Lately, I'm going more with the EDP and the Parfum, but the Eau de Toilette I think it's going to be timeless. I think we're going to look back in like 20 years and people will still be wearing Sauvage. I know I probably will. I don't think I'll ever dislike it. I don't know if a fragrance fits a season any more than Torino 21 in spring. Yeah, definitely. That is like the epitome of spring for sure. 100%, man. Where's the music at? It's online on Spotify, on SoundCloud, on everything. I'll drop my SoundCloud in the chat. It's house music, so it's a little bit more niche. I don't know who's into that kind of stuff, but it's been my jam since I was a kid, and kind of operates on the same frequency as me. It's kind of fast, so I like it. Matches my frequency, I guess. Um, let's see. What are your top 3 summer scents? Ooh, that's a tough question. Well, I'll just give you 3. Um, so, I mean, last year I did rank summer scents, and I had Chanel Allure Sport as the number 1. So I'd still keep it at the number 1. You could also go with the Edition Blanche, which is really cool that it's been popping up more and more. There was a time where Edition Blanche was you couldn't find it, right? But lately Edition Blanche has been on FragranceNet for the 50 ml. I think it was like $100, and I think it's worth that price. People love it too, and I really love it. So I'll go with Chanel Allure Sport or Blanche, depending on which one you can get. I'll go with Parfums de Marly Percival. I know not everybody considers that a summer fragrance, but I do. I consider that a summer scent, and yeah, it's one of my all-time favorites. And let's see, for a third one, I don't know. What do you want, niche or designer? I'll give you one of each. So for niche, let's go Mancera French Riviera. The sunscreen type fragrances aren't always my favorite, but there's something really nice about French Riviera that I enjoy. A little bit of white florals too, without leaning too heavy on the feminine side. Some nice citruses, pretty clean, nice, long-lasting fragrance as well as most Manceras are. So French Riviera, and then maybe from the designer side, oh, I got a perfect one for you. Terre d'Hermes Eau Givre, man. If you enjoy citrus, specifically citron, that is the best citrus fragrance from a designer house. Terre d'Hermes Eau Givre. Those are going to be my recommendations. And then I'm also seeing I got my light blue right next to it, and you could really go with any of the light blue line for summer, and you'll be set. So those should be some good recommendations. Is the competition you entered yet? It is due at the end of the month, and I have the song written and pretty much arranged the way I want. I just have to do the mix down on it, which essentially is just making it sound professional. But all the instruments are there, the notes are there, the order is there, it's all there. I just have to now make it sound professional, and that would be the next step. But I have 1 week to do that. And I'm going to be working on that tonight, and should be able to submit that this week. And who knows? I don't care if I win or not. For me, it's more just about I need to know that I put my I did my best work. I put my most effort into it. I made it as good as I possibly could. And then whatever happens is out of my control. So I've been really enjoying it. The competition, the competitive nature of it has really been pushing me to get better. And competition is good because it'll push you to your best limits. You'll see a lot of improvement and really light the fire under you. So I've really been enjoying participating. I think I'm going to keep doing more competitions because I feel like it really drives me to work as hard as I can because I want to win or whatever. What's up, Newt? Good to see you, my guy. Wearing Creed Original Vetiver. Beautiful fragrance. I only tried it one time, but I really liked it. But they have been going for a good deal lately. So maybe one day, who knows? But you're smelling good. You can't go wrong with Creed. I'm immune to influence now. Okay, I see. I'm back to consuming content, and I have no desire to buy or spend anything. That's good, man. That's good. I'm cured. Just seeing the bigger picture now. Yeah, that's good, man. It's good that you realize that now versus you're 10K in debt, and you have every fragrance in the world, but now you're like, oh man, why did I do this? So at least you realize that. So that's good. Excited for this topic. I need some lavender scents in my collection. All right, well, let's get into some of these lavender scents. So one of the best ones that I've tried really ever is going to be from the house of Zaharoff, and it's going to be Signature Noir. I think I tried it live with you guys. Let me get the right freaking thing going there. There we go. Yeah, Signature Noir. I came back to it, and it is beautiful, especially comparing it to the MFK. You do get, the Noir or whatever. You get a little bit more of the spices going on. I think technically, it could be worn during the day just as well as during the night. It is, again, really soapy clean. And I'm slightly leaning towards Signature Noir over Masculine Pluriel, just when you look at the price difference between the two. The quality is what, really. I mean, Zaharoff is really high quality. So, and I find Signature Noir maybe just slightly more interesting because you do get, besides the lavender, you do get, some of these aromatics working in. And you can see there's some ginger and there's some other stuff going on. And does it even list lavender here? I don't know. It doesn't even list lavender here, but there's 100% lavender here. It's definitely got that, fougere clean kind of barbershop vibe. So maybe Fragrantica has lavender listed, but you definitely smell it, and you pick it up. So this one has been really enjoyable. As far as some of the other ones that I've been checking out, one that's really good is from Le Labo, and this brand is it's kind of like, you know, it's an expensive brand, and they don't really discount too often, which is really sad. And now you guys are gonna think I'm bougie. So Vince, this is your time to take a shot right now. I'm an open invitation. Um, but this is one of the better lavender fragrances out there. Clean, musky. Again, I mean, a lot of these lavender fragrances are clean. I have one that's actually not, that I didn't grab, that I need to grab, that we'll talk about. But the only downside with this one is the performance. It seems to be very, I don't know, just not lasting. Either that, I'm going nose blind. I know Perfume Guy has reviewed this one, and he also said that the performance was a little bit iffy. So if performance is really important to you, maybe this is one that you skip. But just as far as one of the actual best smells of a lavender fragrance, where it's in the forefront, this is one of the best. This is right there with that MFK, neck and neck with it. I think slightly would go with the MFK over this, but really either one is going to have you set. Let's see, from the designer side of things, a really good one that I really enjoy is Ralph's Club Parfum. You have to like blue fragrances, but the cool thing about this fragrance is it's kind of like a smokier one, a little bit more of a woody blue, and it's got this vetiver in the base that gives it a little bit of classiness. Not the highest rated thing here, but that's blasphemy. This is a fantastic blue fragrance. I have it right here. I've got a pretty good dent in it. I bought this at full retail, and I'm very happy to have paid full retail for it because I think it was worth it. Right now, I believe it's like $60, so it's really a steal. It does sit a little bit closer to the skin, but the first hour is a huge sillage. And I have a distinct memory of going to get some food or something. I sprayed this one on, and there was like a group of young girls, and they were just trying to figure out where this amazing smell was coming from. And they were, they were like maybe in high school or something. So I wasn't going to be like, oh, hey, that's me. I'm not going to talk to the children and whatever. That'd be weird. But they were all loving it. So, if you want to give something to your teenage son to impress his classmates, maybe this is the one you go for, right? I'm trying to make a joke here without coming off kind of weird and creepy. Fine line here. If you want to attract all the thick Latinas like Stan, go with Ralph's Club Parfum. There we go. That's an easy zinger. But really classy here. A big improvement over the original. And yeah, just absolutely love this one. I think if you guys enjoy blue fragrances, you want something with a little bit more sophistication to it, not just, your everyday kind of shower gel smell, something with a little bit of smoke in there as well, a little bit like of a dustiness to it. You can check out Ralph's Club Parfum. And we'll do the next one. Let me get caught up in the chat a little bit, and then I got one. I got to grab this one because I want to talk about it next. Where is it? All right, I got it. We'll talk about it next. Let's see. Stan came here to dance. Don't stop dancing, baby. Keep it moving. I was able to try Masculine Pluriel recently. Okay, cool. Probably the highest quality Cleveland lavender I've smelled. Reminds me of Fougere version of Gentle Fluidity Civil. Yeah, that's a good way to put it. It really is impressive. So Joel strikes again. Big Latinas 2025. Man, we got to get you out here to LA. You're going to be living in a dream world over here. They got plenty of those for you here. Yeah, we need that, and those like Tesla robots that do your laundry and clean your house for you. So one of each, please. Maybe Dior, but I love Ralph Lauren. Yeah, there's definitely an argument for Ralph Lauren. I've been looking over my scents. I'm like, these Polo fragrances, they kind of slap. Have you tried Polo 67 EDP yet? Weren't too impressed with the EDT. Wondering if the EDP is much slightly deeper version. I have not tried the EDP yet, and I thought the EDT smelled good. It just didn't, like, I don't know. It just kind of, it smells like a lot of stuff already. I don't know if I'd really ever take the Polo 67 over the Ralph's Club Parfum. But I'll try the EDP. I'm down to try it. Yeah, I guess the EDT didn't really like wow me, even though I did think it smells good. I'm just kind of like in blue fragrance overload at this point, really. Armani. Yeah, I mean, there's a good argument for Armani. I just feel like they don't have as many. Like they have some that I really like, but the sheer quantity. I guess it's all just subjective about which ones you like. Prada would be another good choice. Um, Hard choice between Dior and Prada. There's not really any Prada fragrance I don't like. I'm wondering if you've tried the Amber Pour Homme Intense. I've kind of joined after the wave of that one, but that's one that I think could be really either really good or really not for me. I think that's kind of a more divisive scent profile. One I want to try though. Let me know, Jason, if you ever tried the Amber Pour Homme or the Amber Pour Homme Intense. Those don't get as much love anymore. Christine, what's up? Thanks for being here. Hopefully you're feeling good today. Sunday, Estee Lauder Pleasures, old school goodie. That is a classic staple for the ladies. So you're smelling good, and I appreciate you being here. Hopefully you're feeling good today. Scent of the day is Argos by Mirror Image Fragrance. Interesting. I wonder which Argos that they are, because I know Mirror Image usually does clones, right? So I'm wondering which Argos that is cloning. Maybe Triumph of Bacchus, perhaps. What's up, Quest? Thanks for being in here. Scent of the day is Coach Green. Can't go wrong with Coach Green. A really nice kind of take on the Sauvage DNA. I think that might have lavender as well, but I love that kiwi note in it. It really sets it apart. Really nice fruity kiwi. The scent bubble. What's up, man? Another person who was part of the meetup. Really cool guy, really nice dude. We have a lot of shared interests. I've learned mixing music, fragrances, finance. So we have a lot of shared interests. So definitely want to talk to the scent bubble more. Really nice dude and really good energy. He hooked me up with, I'll show you what, we did a swap. I gave him my Royal Oud clone and he gave me Latafas Sucrat, which, if you guys don't know, this is a clone of Acqua di Gio Profumo, the discontinued, heavily famed Profumo. And they get it really close here. I do have a little bit of Profumo left, and I've tried a couple clones, and nobody really can get close to it. But this is solid for me. Yeah, I've been actually wearing it before bed. Oddly enough, I've been because I haven't really put it away. I've just kind of had it uh, out and about. I haven't really found its little spot yet. So I've just been spraying it before bed and really enjoying it. So thank you, man, for that, for agreeing to that swap. Been really enjoying this one. But let's go to the next lavender fragrance. So if you want a really natural, like true pulling a lavender out of like the ground, like the earthiness of it, like being in a lavender field and just grabbing it with your hand and getting the true kind of earthiness about it. This is what you're going to go with. This is Lavande. This is not that soapy clean stuff that we've been talking about up to this point. This is true, real natural lavender. And Molinard, I absolutely love this brand. I want to try more from them. The value with this brand is fantastic. A lot of their stuff is under $50. And as you can see on the bottle, $18.49. All right. So they are not new to this game. They are deep in the roots of French perfumery. This is a very well respected French perfumery brand. So, and they're not charging crazy prices, but the quality is fantastic. I really like this one. I think this one's going to be a little bit more divisive. Not everyone's going to like it the way I do. But this one also gets compared to Tom Ford's Lavender Extreme, which apparently is really difficult to find these days, and also one of like the best lavenders ever made, supposedly. And this is supposed to be pretty close to that. I need to get my nose on that since I really like this one a lot. You see, the dent is not massive. This is nuclear, guys. This stuff performs like crazy. And I did a wedding in the summer last year, and I remember being attacked by bugs and different like flying insects were all attacking me outside because I think they thought I smelled like lavender flowers. Like they couldn't tell the difference. So it's natural. You might get attacked by bugs, so maybe don't wear this one outside as much. But yeah, if you're gonna be in the city, you should be okay. You know, um, But excellent, excellent stuff here. Beckons to be dressed up a little bit more of a formal occasion type thing. But you could really stand out with this and really smell unique, but also something that you could get some use out of, not super situational. And you could wear it almost all 4 seasons, maybe not the heat of summer. It does have kind of a thickness to it, a little bit of a creaminess to it. So it could be a little bit of a heavy wear during the summer, but absolutely fantastic and very you're going to stand out with this in a really good way. So it doesn't smell like really any other lavender fragrance I've tried, even the highest quality ones like the MFK or whatever. Stan's always dominating. Stan is, he's a alpha male kind of guy. We just try to compete. I mean, you're right up there with him, Ben. So gold flakes, I know it doesn't have gold flakes. It's more like a glittery. They're not like the big flakes. Let me see. Maybe I can pull up a video of it, and that way you can get a better idea. Let me try to pull up a video of Midnight Manhattan just so you can see the juice. It's really really appealing. Let's see. I won't spend too much time trying to find it, but if I can pull up a video real quick, I will. See, Cal Cologne. I think I've heard of this guy. No, he's not really showing the bottle. All right, 30 more seconds. Okay, should be able to see it on this short, maybe. The Sensei. This guy's stealing your name, Joel. All right, I found a video. But he's stealing Joel's name, so I don't know how I feel about that. You guys should be able to see that, right? All right, let's see. Showing the bottle. You can kind of tell, but down in here, it does have like very small glitter. It's not like the big flakes, but it's almost like when you get like a cocktail that is infused with something and then it sits for a while and then it starts to separate and then like you shake it up and it kind of mixes. Oh, there you go. You get a good shot of it right there. You can kind of see it on video, but it does have some kind of like floaty, glittery stuff in there that makes it look like a potion of some kind. So whatever, it's kind of a gimmick, but it caught my attention. It's memorable. Love the note of lavender and fougere fragrances in general. Absolutely. I've been really on a lavender and fougere kick lately. Scent Bubble actually put me onto one that has been on my radar. It's from the house of Lalique, and they're also talking about, a brand that does really quality fragrances for not too much money. Lalique is right there as well. It was called Linsumi. Maybe he's not going to be happy that I'm giving away his gate kept fragrances, but I don't think he gates keep them, just fucking around. Linsumi. Let me see. You guys should be able to see that. Yeah, it's not super expensive, and I've been wanting to try these Laliques for a while. Have you guys had any experience with these Lalique fragrances? There's the lion one, there's the horse equus one, and this one. And this one ended up being my favorite one. It is the newest of the bunch, but it is very much, a classy, clean, beautiful lavender scent and smells pretty good quality for how affordable it is. So respect to Lalique here. People know Encre Noir, which is a vetiver fragrance that, punches way above its weight class when it comes to like price. I think that one's only like $25 and it's pretty solid vetiver fragrance if you're into vetiver. But this one is more, you can wear this to the office. It's professional. If you want to look like this guy right here, you can wear this fragrance and can look like a Tom Holland-esque fellow. Not sure how I feel about the turtleneck. I'm not really a turtleneck kind of guy, but aside from the turtleneck, we'll let it slide, All right, let's see. What else we got here? Let's see. Am I super far behind? I am far behind. All right. I'm going to do a speed run so I can catch up on the chat a little bit. Just realize how far behind I was. The OG Manhattan was from 4 years ago. Was fantastic. Okay. Yeah. I'd be interested to try the original because I really like this recent flanker. Hit that like. I appreciate it, Vince. Thanks, buddy. Mr. Gian is here. I was hoping to see you. Got another new profile, always with some kind of mouse, it seems. I like it. It's your soccer mouse this time, so very good. Gian, we can't start this. 30 years from now, Siraj will finally replace Nautica Voyage and Jeffrey being at Ross as the new timeless frags. I mean, yeah, that's true. I mean, you can't go to Ross without seeing at least one or two bottles of Nautica Voyage. So that will be an upgrade from Nautica Voyage if that's the case for sure. Do you have a Spotify link? I do have a Spotify link. Let me grab it real quick. This is turning into a music promotion stream, which is not what I have this channel for. But you know what, Christine, I'll send it to you. I'll send it to you. I'll reply like on a comment with the link to it or something in a sec. Because I don't want to make it all about me or whatever right now. But I will send that to you. I appreciate you asking. I wish Edition Blanche worked for me. It smells incredible. It just has zero longevity on my skin, or I can't detect it. I tried overspraying close spraying too. Yeah, it's not the. I feel like it really projects really hard for the first 2 hours, and then it fades kind of quick, just because it is more citrus based with that lemon. But again, it could be a nose blind thing. Like, it's so hard to judge performance. Like, today was the perfect example. I couldn't smell this Polo Blue Deep Blue Parfum at all, and I'm sure I was just radiating like crazy, but I couldn't smell it. Performance is such a weird thing, man. We get used to the scent, and then boom, it's gone. You can't even tell. So it's kind of the unfortunate thing about it, because we like to smell the fragrance. That's why we bought it, right? Let's see. Scream it from the rooftops, my guy. Scream it. Who we got? Fougere Royale, Masculine Pluriel, Naughton Wilson Gravitas Pour. Okay, I've heard the Naughton and Wilson. I need to get that on my radar. I've also heard the Eight and Bob Egypt is really good. I think I've heard Dedrick talking about that one. So there's a couple that I still want to try, but it's a genre I've been really enjoying lately. So it's timeless, There's a guy, his name is like Sense of South Jersey, and that is his specialty. I've been watching some of them. He's got the real like Italian look too. So he's got the whole look. He's specializing in these like Fougere barbershop style fragrances. So it's been putting us onto a lot of stuff, but a lot of stuff he talks about is discontinued, which is kind of unfortunate. But I'm not the biggest fan of like talking about discontinued fragrance, because it's like, what's the point of that? You guys couldn't even check it out if you wanted to. And, you're kind of just flexing at that point, aren't you? Zahara Pour Homme and Noir are great. I'm not sure if I ever tried the actual original Pour Homme, but I'll tell you what, I love Noir. I think that, will probably be the next treat yourself type fragrance pickup for sure. I've worn through my sample and thoroughly enjoyed it every single time. Definitely the next Zahara I'd be buying. If I'm going to buy another Zahara, it's definitely going to be that one. What's up, Sonder? Thanks for stopping in, my guy. Appreciate that. I appreciate you coming in. Let us know your scent of the day. My house is a sanctuary for thick Latinas. Well, I got to come hang out with your house, I guess. Taking a turn here. I think one of their best is Signature Noir. Yeah, Signature Noir getting a lot of love here in the chat, and for good reason. It is absolutely fantastic. Zara Pure Lavender is one of my favorite lavender. Pretty rare and hard to find now. Yeah, they have a couple of those kind of rare ones. I know Ginger Lover is one that gets a lot of love. I know there's like a Wild Mint, I think it's called, that gets a lot of love. Zara, they've got some bangers, so definitely got to keep an eye out for Pure Lavender if I ever stumble across that one. Let's see who else we got. Mad Hatter, you mentioned yesterday, hardly a secret. Okay, for sure. Secretary in Defense. Well, I'll have to get you assigned to that, Jason. Have to definitely put you on that committee. Chris Hansen wants to talk to you. Okay, well, if he's here, feel free to fire away or shoot me up on Instagram. I'm not sure if I know who that is, but let's chat. Talk to me, man. I'm available. Hit me up either on here or on Instagram. Lavender Extreme, yeah, that's the one that Levon gets compared to. Couldn't tell you how close, but I bet it'd be pretty good if it's like this Levon at all. I almost got Ralph's Club Parfum once. Yeah, the good thing is you can get it discounted now. I mean, I paid full retail for it. I don't regret it at all. I have a distinct memory of wearing it skiing in like the cold Colorado air, and it was just beautiful, man. I think it's an excellent fragrance. I really love the Elixir too, but that one kind of goes a more orris butter, kind of irisy direction. But Really, all of them are fantastic. I'll take one of those Tesla robots right now. Amount of laundry I was supposed to do last weekend. We got too busy. Same, yeah. We need the. It's pretty much the main thing I'd have it do. It's just doing laundry and cleaning up, whatever. Just, we can do stuff that really matters, right? I'm gonna have to fold some laundry after this. Actually, I got. Thanks for reminding me. Lavender Cobalt Parfum. Cobalt Parfum Electrique is really nice. It was my scent of the day. Bad Boy Cobalt is awesome. Both the I don't know. I think the Parfum Electrique is just the original, right? I don't know if that's some other flanker, but I love Cobalt Elixir. That was my favorite release of last year and one of my most worn fragrances. I absolutely love Cobalt Elixir. Your My Fight move. Okay. Okay, for sure. 10-4. No worries, no worries. We were talking about Zaharoff Signature Noir. Yeah, yeah, it's getting a lot of love today. We definitely everybody here is a big fan of Signature Noir, it seems, and for good reason. And it was funny because they don't even list lavender on Parfumo. So, I'm over here talking about lavender fragrances looking like a fool, but there's got to be lavender in Signature Noir, right? I mean, I can't be the only one that thinks so, right? There has to be. Prada Amber Pour Homme, very nice, clean, soapy, love it. Yeah, that seems like one that would work really, really well for daytime kind of everyday use signature scent type stuff. I mean, Prada is they hardly miss, right? Mirror Image Argo is Neff's. Oh, okay, interesting, interesting. Okay, I actually gave my sample to Kix Griffey, who is a bigger Rose fan than I am. So don't worry, Vince. That sample is getting put to good use. I didn't dislike it. It just I don't know. I guess I'm a Rose hater. Shout out to Scent Journey Cocoa Cocktails. Okay, for sure. Um, let's see. Am I super far behind? No, not too bad. I'm getting down there. Getting down there. It's funny. Juan lives close to me. His last name and my wife's maiden name are the same. So he's basically your cousin. Anytime I do used to cry, really spoke to you. I was just really impressed because I've tried some of these Acqua di Gio Profumo clones, and I don't have like the highest hopes for Latafa. Like in my mind, Latafa is like okay, but they crushed it on that. Really impressed. You can inherit all those duos. Some of them are pricey, man. I like some duos, but not that much. I feel you on that. I've tried a good amount, and they have some hits and they have some misses, but they have so many. I mean, if you try enough, you're eventually going to find one that you like because they just have so many offerings. It said too fast. Meant to add that Amber Pour Homme Intense is a nice, richer, darker fragrance with a church incense vibe. Okay, patchouli and Prada soapiness. That seems like a really interesting one that maybe for people in this chat, a little bit further along in the fragrance journey would get some real nice enjoyment out of. So definitely on the radar eventually. The thing with this fragrance thing, you can't ever try everything, unfortunately. So that's just the way it goes. What's up, Vance? My guy, Vance. Thanks for being here, man. Always commenting, always showing support. So I really appreciate that, Vance. Always really appreciate seeing your name pop up. Scent of the day is Unknown by Artistry Man. Amway product, top notch. Amway has some good stuff. I didn't know that they had a fragrance, but I bet it's good. Yeah, they do have some good stuff at Amway, a good American company. So you're smelling good, man. I would assume. Ever smell Jicky? No, I have no idea what that is. Another one that I'm waiting for. Dua may make it someday. I don't even know what that is. Vince, you know what that is? I don't know what that is. Let us know what that's supposed to be, or if there's a brand about that, give us some more info. Never gatekeep, spread the love. I knew I had a good sense about you, man. I knew you had the right kind of perspective. I had the whole line. I wish more people had them. I gotta watch more of your content, man. I don't know. There's, you start watching certain people and then like the algorithm recommends you them. And then there's other people out there that you could really connect with, but you just don't get recommended them. So I need to start. You know what? I'm going to make sure I'm sub to you right now. Any other content creators? Let me just go see who else, because I know we got some other ones. So I'll just give them all a shout out and then we'll do the giveaway. I almost forgot. We are doing a giveaway today. So, Scent Bubble, Christine has some good content. Vince Sense is making content. Let's see, where is Vince? You guys know Vincent. Saunders Scent makes some good content. Definitely check these people out, man. There's good people in this little group, so definitely want to support the people who are in this little crew here, because they're good people and they have a genuine passion for this fragrance thing. Yeah, I know. Spencer is live right now too. I should have checked if he was going live today, but it's okay. I definitely like jacked his time for today, but it's okay. Hopefully he forgives me. I'll hop in there after if it's still going on. I know he's got kicks over there. Original Manhattan have some Soundtall 33 vibe. Maybe, I'm not sure. The flanker definitely didn't. Let's see. All right, anything. If he comes to talk to you, you're gonna go to jail. Okay, well then maybe I don't want to talk to him. I don't. Yeah, I don't know who that is. So I don't know what that is. Anyway, I have to check out the house. I showed you at the meetup. Motif olfactive. I smell the new one. It's called Mona Oasis. The lavender in that is insane. Okay, awesome, man. Yeah, bring it to the next meetup if you can remember, and definitely love to check it out. Yeah, Aiden Bob Egypt, I heard, is just crazy good. You ever tried or heard of Boss Orange? I have not. I have not. What's up with Boss Orange? All right. Chicky is Guerlain. Okay, famous lavender. Okay, I'm gonna have to write that down. I'm gonna write that down. I got my notes up here as far as like fragrances on the radar or whatever. And I'm gonna write that one down. So Jicky by Guerlain. Vince, you ever tried that one? I know you kind of got your Guerlain game pretty set. Jicky by Guerlain. All right, Mad Hatter. I appreciate you putting me onto that one. I'm always looking for the next lavender fragrance that can make the top of the list, you know? Sunday born to stand out, sin and pleasure. I like the name. Jason S with the $20 super chat. Hope your music career takes off, buddy. I appreciate that, man. You know, the thing with music is it's a tough business. It is, but with music, it's all about it's not about what you get from music, right? It's about what you give to music. It's about the process, it's about the creation. And if you enjoy that, then that's the whole point of it. You know, the whole point is it's fun to make songs, it's fun to go through that process to create something. That's really where the joy lies. You know, fame, money, all that. I don't even care. I really don't want to be famous, to be honest, guys, because fame sucks. You know, people are in your business or whatever. People won't leave you alone. Money's good. You know, we all want money. You know, being wealthy, you know, I think everybody in the world is okay with that. But there's a lot of people that you meet in the music game that don't last for too long because they're doing it for the wrong reasons. With the music game, it's like I said, it's about what you give to the music. You got to put the work in, put your time in to create a product, a song, an album, a brand, whatever. It's about what you're creating, not about what you can get. In a lot of ways, it's kind of similar to the YouTube fragrance space. You know, if you just get into the YouTube space to make money and you're just doing it for popularity or for fame or whatever, much like music, people are going to be able to tell, and you're also not going to last for too long because you're going to get bored of it, or maybe you're going to get, you know, a little bit of fame or whatever you're trying to get out of it. You're going to get that, and then you're going to have no reason to keep going. So really, I'm really enjoying it, and I appreciate you guys being supportive and whatever. But yeah, it's a lifelong thing, and it's not for everybody. But if you really have a true passion for something and you really feel incomplete without doing it, you got to do it. You got to do what you feel is kind of the purpose of your life and whatever what God gives you energy for. So you got to get after it and do what fulfills you on a creative level. So anyway, let's do the giveaway. All right, let's do the giveaway. Thank you, Jason, for the super chat. I really appreciate that, dude. So what are we going to be giving away? I'm going to be giving away a full bottle of, well, is it a full bottle? It is a 50 ml, I believe. It could be more. I don't know. It's going to be very less soon. They still had it on FragranceNet for a good price, and I bought a backup bottle, and then I realized there's absolutely no need for a backup bottle. I love this fragrance, but realistically, I'm not going to be able to go through it. I'll just show you guys the notes or whatever, so you can get an idea. And then we'll do the wheel of names. So if you want to be entered into the giveaway, just drop a 1 in the chat and then we'll do a spin. And I'm sorry, Joel. You know the rules, but probably got to just do continental US. Love you, buddy. But, it's weird with the mailing. So just for ease of use, we're just going to do continental US. Still love you, dude, but I'm sorry. We got to do that. And yeah, this has lavender in it. So there we go. Matches the topic. But really, lemon is really nice here. Really high quality for the price. Cecile Zarokian, who is pretty much famous for working on a lot of the Amouage fragrances. She's got a great nose. This is a really nice fragrance that you can wear casually, or you can wear it to a wedding. I've worn this to work several times. And I think whoever wins it is really going to enjoy it. I really like this fragrance a lot. So I think you will too. One of the better lemon fragrances that I have. And the lemon is not overdone. It's not overly, sweet. Sometimes lemon can have this kind of like cleaner vibe to it. You don't get any of that. Just a beautiful blend all around. So whoever wants to be in the giveaway, drop a 1 and then I'll add these names. We'll give it a spin and we'll see who is going to get this bottle. So, and I wasn't sharing the screen on Vera Sue. That's the rust of not doing a fragrance live stream for a couple weeks. But yeah, those are the notes on Vera Sue. Let me see. Any comments before we do the spin? I appreciate that, Joel. You guys are, I really like the people in this chat. You guys are positive and I get good energy from you guys. So was the host for Daylight NBC to catch a predator. Oh, okay. Now that makes sense. Yeah. Everyone hates it, but it could help. Yeah, it depends what you're famous for, right? Hope you crush it. Seems to be your number one passion right now. Yeah, it's been definitely what I've spent a lot of time on, and it's interesting to see yourself develop. Like, I really don't believe talent is a real thing. I think, I mean, obviously there are some people that are born with like crazy talents, but I didn't know anything about music 8 or 9 years ago when I started, and now I'm like really making stuff I'm proud of. So it's pretty interesting how you can. I mean, I'm no one. I'm not saying I'm anything really, but it's just interesting to see, personal growth and see how far you can come. But still got a long way to go. The thing with music is it never ends, the learning. There's always more to learn. There's always something to get better at. So it really it's challenging, but that's what makes it fun. Which fragrances evoke creativity for you? Um, I really, I mean, lately it's been a lot of like the clean lavender fragrances, just having that like clean feeling of, all right, I'm clean, I'm set. Now I can make music that is like very clean and organized and is making sense, right? It's not like a disaster or whatever. Um, but it really just depends on the day, whatever I'm feeling. There isn't just one scent. It can be any fragrance that I'm enjoying wearing can be that one. There isn't one that like necessarily sparks creativity, but it's more just about like if I'm in a good mood. Really, I have to be in a good mood. I can't really make music when I'm like aggravated or annoyed or something. I just have like no desire to do it, because sometimes the creative process can be frustrating itself. So it's not a good idea to be creating when you're in a weird headspace. So all right, let's get this wheel of names going. I'm almost at an hour of rambling here. Okay, let's do it. You guys, can you see it? You cannot. Let's make it so you guys can see the names. All right, you can see that now. All right, cool. Let's get this going. So first up, we have Scent Bubble. Okay. And we have, who else? Jason. And we have Vance. I think we have 2 Jasons, so I'm going to put Jason S. All right. All World Fragrance. All World. Okay. And let's see. Yeah, Jill, you already got it. That's true. That's true. I don't feel as bad now. Henry Thornton. Just put Henry T. We got Mike Burns. We got Mr. Stan. We got Christine. You have a ginormous bottle. Okay. Joel owns every fragrance, anyways. Not everything, but he's got a killer collection. Let's see. Okay, then we got Jason McGregor, so I'm gonna just put Jason M. That Nemean line. Oh, okay. Yeah, I gave him a sample of Nemean line from Argos, which Dan hooked me up with the whole house. So I kept that one moving, and he really likes it. Nemean line has got this really, I guess, animalic oud. It's a very natural oud. If you guys are familiar with the way natural oud smells, it does have a little bit like, I don't know, people call it funky or barnyardy, but it's very bold. It's very much something to stand out with, something to make a statement with, and it's very present as well. So a really good fragrance, especially if you are into the more natural ouds. Tell me I'm frustrated if I don't have coffee twice a day. I understand, man. You get tired and you need that pick me up. I get it, man. Do you have a big collection? Yeah, I have an unnecessarily large collection. I think I'm in like the 200-ish bottle range, which is absolutely ridiculous, but it's not as wild as some. But I'm really not trying to get to like 300 and God forbid 1,000. Like I've been selling more than I've been buying lately, so that's good. I'm just trying to refine. Ideally, I'll keep refining and I don't really care how many bottles I have, just as long as every single thing I own, I generally love and I generally would wear. I don't just own it just to own it. Like I don't like to have things that I'm not actually using, that are just like collecting dust or whatever. So um, as long as I actually wear it, enjoy it, it's all good. But yeah, I think there's absolutely no reason to have this many fragrances. It's absolutely ridiculous. It's a red flag. You were wearing a short sleeve 3-button Henley. Can I ask you where you buy those? Yeah, I get those at Ross. I think Ross or TJ Maxx. I think Ross though. They are Lucky brand, the Lucky brand. So yeah, check those out if your local Ross. They may have some, and I really like the fit of them. So I'm kind of like a broad shoulder guy, so XL doesn't always fit. Just kind of depends on the brand. Sometimes I even have to get 2XL just because I'm not that like big stomach wise, but just broad shoulders and semi tall. And also with these cotton shirts, like you wash them one time and they shrink. So, but the Lucky, they do have a good fit. They have like that. If you have like that athletic fit, um, they're good. But yeah, Lucky brand, and I usually get them from Ross. They're cheap. They're like $10, man. But Senade Edition Blanche. Nice. We were talking about that one for. It is for I'm doing a giveaway of a Jacques Foth Verla Sue bottle. So if you'd like to be in that, drop a 1 in the chat and I'll put you on. But yeah, guys, last chance. Anybody who wants to be in the giveaway, drop a 1 in the chat. Otherwise, we're going to spin this thing and then wrap up here. Almost at an hour. So last chance. It's an addiction. Off World Trading Scott an interesting comment. It's addiction. Content creator not having 3, 4, 5 bottles. Absolutely insane. Yeah, it is insane. It really is. Yeah, there's just better stuff that you can spend your money on, but a lot of it is also about your income too. Because if you have a lot of excess income, it's maybe not as big of a deal because there are watches that will cost more than an entire 500 bottle fragrance collection. So really, it really just comes down to personal finance. But as a general rule, there's really no need to have that many fragrances. Yeah. Lucky you meant to say. Yeah. What are they? I don't know what I said, but Lucky is the name of the clothing brand of those Henleys. Anyway, someone dropped the 1 and I put 1 instead of their name. David Webster. All right, cool. All right, last chance. Anybody who wants to be on the wheel, I'm going to be spinning it here in about 15, 20 seconds. Why buy fragrances when you can just buy fragrances? That's what my brain tells me. I mean, I feel you, man. We've all been there. A lot of us are still there, so I hear you. All right. It seems everybody is in the giveaway who wants to be in it. So let's go ahead and spin it. Here we go. For the bottle of Air Sue, who's going to get it? Let's find out. The anticipation must be killing you. So Jason M. Looks like Jason M. Jason M. Congratulations, my guy. So what you got to do is just email me or Instagram, whatever you prefer. I'll drop my email in the chat. Just shoot me an email and send me your info, and I will get that sent out to you. I like watches also of a few. My wife hates my clone watch cigar buying. Yeah, actually, I got into fragrance because I was into watches first, and I quickly realized I can't afford to be into watches. So I was like, started getting the fragrance. I was like, all right, these are a little bit more obtainable, but lo and behold, uh, I could have bought several watches with the money I spent on these fragrances, but I don't regret it at all because I genuinely enjoy fragrances and I really enjoy what I have, and it adds enjoyment to my life. I remember being at we went to this magic show and I forgot to bring a fragrance and I wasn't wearing one. I was just like, man, I'm really not feeling right like without a fragrance. It was weird. I was like, man, I really regret like forgetting to get a fragrance. I was like, this is such a fun night. Just kind of missing that scent. Wish I had a scent on. It was just a strange feeling, but you know, it's kind of become a part of my daily life and my personality to a little bit an extent. I mean, I'm talking to people here on a fragrance YouTube channel, for God's sakes, live streaming. So got to be pretty into it if you're going to be doing all that, right? But I also like helping people figure out what their scent should be, or if they need like a consultation. I like giving people recommendations. It's pretty fun. Tagore is my favorite watch brand. I really love the Monaco. Do you own the Monaco, Jason? I'll be super jealous if you do. Man, I really like the look of the Monaco. I think it's very iconic. You see it and um, it just really stands out. And for those that don't know, doing some watch talk now. But this is a very, I guess, famous watch. Yeah, this one, not everyone's big on like the square face dials, and I get it. It's kind of like different looking, but there's just something very unique about the Monaco. Anyway, I like vintage clocks. Okay, cool. Yeah, I haven't delving into that game yet, but watches are cool. I don't go as crazy with them, thankfully. There's only so many shopping addictions that you can balance, but I do have a couple that I enjoy. And as long as you enjoy what you got, that's really all about it. We're going to be wrapping up here, though, soon. We did the giveaway, so I got that done. I had a nice little hour chat. And we had all the regulars here and some couple new people, too. So appreciate you guys. This was an awesome Wednesday. I apologize if I was a little rusty. I haven't done this in a couple of weeks, but I don't know. Didn't seem like a total train wreck. So Jock Foss. Oh, yeah, that's true. The magnetic caps on these, Jason, you're gonna love this cap. It's gonna blow your mind. Yeah, but shoot me an email and send me your info, and I'll get that sent out to you. All right, Vance, take care. Appreciate you guys. We're gonna start wrapping up here. If anybody has any final words or final questions or statements, now is gonna be the time. And yeah, probably we'll put out one more video this week. I've got a decent amount of these Alexandria fragrances, so I was thinking about doing like either a ranking or just going through them. So that's a video idea I got. And then I want to do an affordable list. I got been wearing a lot of my affordable fragrances lately more. Just generally been wearing them in the morning. So I have some affordable fragrances that I want to talk about. And legitimately, there's some great fragrances that just because they cost less doesn't mean anything. There's some fantastic affordable scents out there in the world. A lot of good smells in this world. Been loving my decant of LV Imagination lately. No, it's a dice scent, but it's magic for me. It is fantastic fragrance. If I ever get a big promotion or bonus, I mean, to get a bottle, I'm sure you will get a bonus, Patrick. It seems like you've been really crushing it at work and been taking over for others and doing a great job. So you definitely deserve a bonus from what I've seen. And I think I see a bottle of imagination in your future. You definitely deserve it, man. So I'll be hoping you get that come up at some point this year. I'm wearing a tan brown Breitling Super Ocean. Psh, I'm freaking jealous, man. That's a beautiful watch. The Super Ocean is a very beautiful watch. May you wear it in good health. Really nice choice, man. Let's see. I have all the Carreras in Monaco Golf caliber. Okay, awesome. Yeah, you are a big Tagore fan. That's awesome. I need to look at some of their other watches. For some reason, just the Monaco was always like I just really liked it. I think because it's distinctive and it stands out, and you know right away, like it's got its own design. Like so many watches just kind of copy others, but that one is really distinctive. Not cheap though. Uh, have a great weekend, everyone. Thanks, Patrick. I appreciate you. I like the stream on the way out. Thanks, David. I appreciate that. Many blessings, Esteban. We'll catch up soon. And yeah, thanks for your time, Bo. This was fun. My pleasure, Christine. Thanks for your time. Thanks for stopping in. Take care, Vince. Have a great evening, everybody. God bless. Good lavender fragrance discussion and giveaway. All right, guys, that is it for today's stream at the Fragrance Fraternity. Hit me up if you got any questions on Instagram, if you want to chat or anything. I'm available and I always love talking to you guys. You guys are lovely people, and I appreciate you putting out that positive energy into the world and also coming sharing some of that with me as well. Keep smelling great out there. Keep, wearing your fragrance, putting out the right energy, putting out a nice sillage for others to enjoy. And yeah, I'll see you next time at the Fragrance Fraternity. All right, guys. Yeah, Dark Side of the Moon. That's right. One of the best albums ever. We'll chat on Instagram, All World. But thanks, guys. See you soon. Take care. Have a great rest of your day.